I need 4 to 5 business days to recuperate. Hello book besties, welcome back to my channel. I'm Emasu, a book lover that's always on a binge. It's time to do our monthly reading wrap up. Now August was quite a busy month for me with all the camping, the summer outdoorsy stuff that I had to do, visiting family, friends, and the island and all that. So I didn't get to read as much as I wanted to, unfortunately, but we have quite a few amazing reads this month that I'm pretty happy with. I was in a bit of a reading slump at the start of the month, but luckily I think I'm out of it now. Also guys, I need you to check out my nails right now. Like how gorgeous they look. I got them done just in time for my trip to Japan, which is in 2 days from when this video comes out. So the following 2 other videos while I'm gone on this trip will be pre-recorded ones, but don't worry, I will be also vlogging my Japan trip, so look forward to that. I read a total of 10 books this past month, and there are a variety of them. I started the month off with reading Direbound by Sable Sorensen. This is a fantasy romance involving direwolves and humans and a magic system that's pretty interesting. However, it wasn't really anything special in my opinion. The best part of this book was the male main character, Start. Love him. Your typical broody shadow MMC, and the female main character's wolf companion that you get to meet at the start. She's great. And then all the other direwolves. But yeah, the plot overall didn't really feel like anything groundbreaking. I believe I gave this book 3 stars. Not too bad, not too shabby. I'm not obsessed about it. It was just okay. It was a fun read. Next, I decided to take a dip into the Frida McFadden world with Perfect Sun. I listened to this on the audiobook while on my road trip to the island. This was my introduction to thriller, and I believe I gave it 3 stars. I don't know if it's the narrators that I was kind of put off from the story. It wasn't bad. It's just that I guess the plot twist early on, and it kind of took me out of the story because when it did happen, it was just like, kind of saw that coming. I'm still gonna give other Frida McFadden books a try though. I actually have quite a couple that I ended up buying during a sale. So in October, I'll be picking up those books. I'll do like a reading vlog for that. Maybe like a read only thriller books for a week type of vlog. I think that'd be really fun to do. By the way, the order that I'm presenting to you guys, the books that I read, is exactly how I read them. So if you're wondering why we're jumping genres to genre after like each book, is because I'm a huge mood reader. A massive mood reader. I could be reading a fantasy book and then right after I would go straight to a dark romance. Like there's just huge jumps when it comes to me. So just in case you guys didn't know, now you know. This next one is a trilogy. It is the Deception trilogy by Rena Kent. The first book is Vowed Deception, Tempted by Deception, and then Consumed by Deception. I was pleasantly surprised with how much I like this trilogy. Since I've been in this Rena universe journey of mine, the books gradually got better, and I could definitely see the change with this trilogy because I loved each one. Each one was 4 stars and above. The first book I gave 4 stars. The second book I also gave 4 stars, but then the last book wrapped it up so well, I gave it 4.5 stars. This is a dark mafia romance. It involves Adrian Volkov, who we've seen in the past Rena Kent books, and he is part of the Russian mafia, the Bratva. And our female main character is Leah Morelli, who is a prima ballerina. If you want to read this trilogy, you must read the trigger warnings, guys. Please read the trigger warnings because it is not just an easy romance, okay? It is dark. As the genre suggests, it is very dark and twisted, and you will be frustrated with both the female main character and the male main character. Like hands down, red flags everywhere. But as you keep reading, you find out why these characters are the way they are. I really love this because I personally found that both characters were able to have character growth throughout the storyline. This deals with a lot of trauma, stress, mental health problems like depression, anxiety. It's also very much an emotional turmoil of a trilogy. So just be prepared. You might be crying like I did. I cried a lot reading this trilogy, and it's one of my well-loved mafia romances out there, dark mafia romances. So the Deception trilogy, I would highly suggest if you want to get into dark mafia romance with a very dark plotline. Next, I read an art copy of A Kiss from Death by Alexis Morgan. She actually gave me an e-arc of this, and it is her first fantasy debut novel freaking amazing stuff. I gave this book 4 stars. If you're wanting a fantasy romance with fated mates, political intrigue, and life or death trials, then you need to pick this book up. It also has influence from the Hunger Games, but with more magic and way more sizzling chemistry between our male main character and our female main character. I was so surprised with how well she did the spicy scenes. I was like, girl, for a fantasy romance debut, she killed it. She killed it. The next book that I picked up was one I was highly anticipating to come out in the month of August. It is Love Arranged by Lauren Asher. This is the last book, guys. The last book in the Lakefront Billionaire trilogy. I thought it was gonna be like a whole series, maybe like 4 or 5 books, but we ended with 3. But don't worry, because our girl Lauren Asher said we will be coming back to this world, or at least it'll be mentioned in another new series of hers, which we don't know what it is yet, but another small town one, I hope, because she is an amazing contemporary romance writer. I love her stuff so much. She's one of the few authors that I've actually read all the books up to her most recent one, which I'm pretty proud of myself for. This one follows Lorenzo Vittori and Lily Munoz. This has the fake dating / fake engagement trope, which I love. I gave this book 5 stars. It was such an incredible love story, and for it to be the last book in the trilogy, I think it did the Lakefront Billionaires justice for sure. I thought their chemistry was amazing right from the start, especially with how they first meet. It is a journey, let me tell you. You will cry with these characters. You will laugh, you will cry, you will swoon for these characters. If you guys want a good small town contemporary romance with a billionaire man, pick up this whole trilogy actually. Start with Lover Design first, and then work your way here. Next, I went right back to dark romance with Dance with My Demons, the first 2 books in that. The first one is Unhinged, and the second one is Echoes. I gave both of those books 4 stars. This is a dark, why choose romance set in an asylum. Yes, you heard that right, an asylum. We have one female main character who is innocent of any charges that have been made to her, and 3 male main characters who are definitely psychopaths. We have Gray, Theo, and Damon. All 3 are psychotic in their own ways. I don't have a favorite because I actually equally love all of them. But if I have to say one, it would be the first man that she ends up meeting. So you'll have to see who that is. I actually listened to the audiobooks for this, and I highly suggest it if you're wanting to pick this series up, because the cast that it has, fucking amazing. And 2 of the male main characters are actually voice actors that I've loved ever since I listened to my first audiobook. It is Corvin King and Joe Arden. Yeah, their voice, fucking magnetic. But also the 3rd voice actor, Anthony Palmini, my first time listening to him, fucking amazing, guys. There's 4 books in the series. I'll also be listening to the 3rd one, which has already been out for a while. But the 4th one comes out, I think, later on in October or end of September or something like that. But I don't know when the audiobook comes out. So I might just be waiting for the audiobook, to be honest. I truly enjoyed the storyline because of the voice actors. I think they played a major role in how I rated these books, because if I were to just read them like physically with my eyes, I don't think I'd be rating it 4 stars. But with the voice actors, with their voice acting, definitely up the rating for me. Anyway, absolutely loved it. Very unhinged. Read your trigger warnings as well. There are many different types of plays, so beware. And lastly, the final book that I read in the month of August is Saving 6 by Chloe Walsh. I wanted more trauma. I got it. I got it from Joey and Aoife's story. I haven't even gotten myself to read Redeeming 6 yet, because I did start this very late in the month. Like, we're talking like the last 3 days of August is when I read this. After reading this, after knowing what happens at the end, I simply need to pick up Redeeming 6, but I don't know if I could do it right away. I need 4 to 5 business days to recuperate. Like, the story is playing with my feelings. I was crying, I was heartbroken, I was loving, I was smiling, I was giggling, and then I'm back to heartbreak. And then, yeah, it was a fucking roller coaster for real. But nonetheless, 6 fucking stars. Like 6 stars to infinity stars. Chloe Walsh's writing just gets you in the same headspace as that character that you're reading from. Like, it is actually so good. So good, guys. Like, I understand why people love this series and what the hype is about, but it's definitely not a YA romance. It is definitely an adult contemporary romance. I believe Chloe Walsh is changing that, where it's no longer young adult, because for me at the back here, it says young adult, but in fact it isn't. especially Joey and Aoife. Now to talk a little bit about the characters, the two main characters. Aoife is who I want to be in life. Like, she is very optimistic, but also stern. Like, she will not take shit from you. And I love that about her. But she's also such a girly girl. Like, we're talking like skirts, mini skirts, pink. She will buy those stuff and she will wear them proud. And I love that about her. Guys, she is so fucking patient, especially when it came to Joey. This girl has been loving him since the first time they met. And the same can exactly be said for Joey, because that man has been whipped for this woman since they first met at school at the age of 12 and 13. Now Joey, we know a little bit about Joey from Binding 13 and Keeping 13, but this man literally has been through it all. A lot of fucking shit. So with that, he struggles a lot with addiction. And I don't care what anybody says, how they think Joey's not a good person, blah, blah, blah. He is a good person. He is a good person, which is a very broken past and upbringing and just a horrible ways of coping with trauma, okay? Like, what can you do, guys? Like, that's how he grew up, you know? It's very hard for him to do anything differently. Oh, I just love their love. It's so fucking raw, guys, and real, and like the struggles are real. The love is real. Their chemistry, been there since day one. Like, this is like a 5 or 6 years long battle of them trying to get together. You know, like they go through so much, so many obstacles, but nonetheless, I'm loving their story. I love them so much. I think they are definitely #1 couple right now. All right, guys, those were all the books that I read the month of August. I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary and my little brief descriptions of each book, even though they're not the best and most structured commentaries. But I love you guys anyway for watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!